What's up, Rare Moment fam? Welcome back to the show. I'm AG. This is Cole. We are the Rare Moment. Happy opening day of NBA. Oh boy, are we excited. I know I am. I got the Warriors coming up today versus the Lakers, so I'm looking forward to it. I know the Hornets are getting into action, I believe tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yep.
Yep. So
going against the Pacers.
For those of you who've been sleeping under a rock, NBA's back. And today in this video, we're going to be talking about our predictions for the 21-22 NBA season, going over our Rookie of the Year predictions, Sixth Man of the Year, MVP, Finals, and Finals winner. Before we get into this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter at The Rare Moment. When you're on the go, find us on Spotify. Don't forget, guys, there's that comment section down below. We would love to hear your guys' predictions, hear where your heads are at, and we can have some NBA chat. So, with all that being said, let's get into it here today, Cole. Let's start with Rookie of the Year. I know we've talked about this in a prior video before, but let's kind of catch some people up on it. What do you think?
Yeah, so we don't have to go too in-depth again on our Rookie of the Year picks here, but I got Jalen Green from the Houston Rockets. He was the second overall pick this year. The Rockets are one of those super young rebuilding teams, and I really love the potential backcourt between him and Kevin Porter Jr. for the next 5 to 10 years potentially for the Rockets. They're going to be a super exciting backcourt to watch and super talented as well. The only problem is, and I mentioned in our previous video when we were talking about these picks, is the whole John Wall situation. I know he's on the trade block. They're looking to move him, but he could get in the way of minutes for Jalen Green, obviously. But even if he is still out there, John Wall playing all the time, I still think Jalen Green is going to get plenty of burn. He's going to probably see 20, 25 minutes this season. I mean, why would you not play him?
Yeah, exactly.
He's your second overall pick. You invested a lot into this guy. He's probably far and away more talented than anybody else on their roster right now. So I would put him out there personally and just run him 30, 35 minutes a game and see what he's got. So that's my Rookie of the Year pick for this year. AG, who do you got?
Yeah, I got Evan Mobley coming out of the Cavs. I think just kind of the same mentality, and I think our thought process is the same. When it comes to Rookie of the Year, it's all about minutes. It's all about opportunity. No one's going to win Rookie of the Year playing 8 minutes a night. It's just not going to happen. So I think a guy like Evan Mobley coming off of a team like the Cavs who's very young, I think we're going to see him get some burn. Why would you not? Why would he not be starting? I mean, who else do the Cavs really got in there to be put into that shuffle? I mean, I'm sure I'm not a Cavs fan. I'm sure Cavs fans would maybe tell me he come off the bench, whatever. But that's my pick this year. I think he's going to get a lot of burn. I think he's going to get a lot of opportunity. So that's the kind of guys I like to have Rookie of the Year. So let's move on. Sixth Man of the Year. Last year we saw Jordan Clarkson win it. Who do you got this year?
Yeah, so this year I went with Patty Mills. Now on the Brooklyn Nets, just signed as a free agent this offseason. Comes with a little bit of a caveat because, we have the whole Kyrie situation up in the air. Probably not going to play half the season, or maybe he ends up coming back. Who knows with that. So Patty Mills could potentially be starting for like half the season. So I don't know if you would really still qualify him as a sixth man, but I'm going with this with the state of mind that Kyrie is going to come back at some point and play most of the season. So I'm still going to consider Patty Mills a sixth man anyways. And he can get buckets. Like, he's very consistent coming off the bench. He can hit threes. He's a very efficient scorer, and he always has been during his career. Yep. And as great as the Nets are, they can't just solely rely on KD and Harden to carry them through an 82-game season and deep into the playoffs. And especially given their injury concerns coming off of last year, they just couldn't stay healthy. So I think, especially with Kyrie potentially missing a bunch of games, they're going to need a lot more scoring coming from somewhere else. And I think Patty Mills is going to be able to provide that for this team. So that's my sixth man of the year for this year, Patty Mills. Who do you got?
Yeah, I think, first off, I think that's a great pick. I think the Nets are going to get a lot of exposure, a lot of primetime games. Patty Mills, a lot of eyes going to be on him. Popovich loved that guy, and I know it hurt to see him go. He was a killer. The guy can score. I've seen him play the Warriors for years, and the dude's just a dead-on shot. So,
Hmm.
hey, I like that pick. For me, I got three guys in the running, and I've gone back and forth on all these guys. I'll give you my top three, and then I'll give you my pick. I got Bobby Portis coming out of Milwaukee. Just he's gonna get once again a lot of prime time.
Yep.
He's coming into kind of that prime. He's 26 years old. He's kind of coming into that prime of his career a little bit. He's kind of just starting. I don't think he plays on Milwaukee much longer without being a starter, so I could see him winning it this year. Jordan Poole from the Warriors, very young guy, dead on shooter. Of course, that's me being a little biased, but he's going to start a few games this season before Clay gets back, and then when Clay comes back, he's going to be hitting that bench. So I could see Warriors make the playoffs, make a run. I could see him winning it, and then honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is my pick. Jordan Clarkson's going back to back. He just reminds me of Lou Williams, just back in the day on the Clippers, of just that guy can come off the bench, can win you a game, can get hot, can score, and if someone gets injured, he can step up and start. Mike Conley for me is just not a guy that just can stay healthy.
Yeah.
I just don't see him staying healthy for 82 games this year, and I
I don't
see
think so
Clarkson
either.
stepping back into a starting role and doing what he did right where he left off.
Yeah.
So,
Honestly, I think all three of those are very good choices. Yeah, Clarkson right now is the favorite to go back to back. Like you said, Portis is going to see a lot of playing time, and Jordan Poole starting before Clay gets back. So, I mean, honestly, all three of those guys are going to be in the running, I think. So,
yeah. Well, I think I'm not going to put any money on it, but I would say either Patty Mills or Jordan Clarkson to me looks pretty good on paper.
yep, for
So
sure.
let's move on to MVP. Obviously, Giannis won it last year. So who do you think's going to win it this year?
All right, so I decided to go a little bit off the wall here for my MVP prediction. I got Donovan Mitchell from the Jazz
Nice.
entering his fifth NBA season. He's the heart and soul of this Jazz team. The Jazz are a great team, as we know, and they're going to be one of the few contenders, I think, vying for that Western Conference championship game. He's already such a great player after only 4 seasons, coming off back-to-back All-Star appearances, and he continues to get better each year. If you go back and look at his stats, he's increased in his averages for his points, rebounds, assists, and three-point percentage in each year so far that he's played. He's becoming a more efficient scorer. He's already a pretty solid defender, and he continues to take less fouls each season too. So all signs to me that point to him just becoming more and more comfortable each season with the NBA game. He's becoming just a better overall player. And this year, I just expect him to take that big leap and really cement himself into being in that, top 15, top 20, maybe even top 10 player in the league conversation. So I'm super high on Donovan Mitchell. And I feel kind of bad because I only have one of his moments right now on the site. I wish I had more, given that he's my MVP pick.
Yeah.
But he's got great odds, if not financial advice, but last time I checked, his odds for MVP is plus 3,000. So
Well, you're gonna
pretty
have your
solid
shot.
odds there.
You're gonna have your shot at I'm sure a fair amount of season or series 3 Donovan Mitchell moments. So
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
true.
don't gotta short yourself now.
Yeah.
So as far as MVP goes on this side of the table, I once again it's hard for me. I always got my top one or two, my three, and it's really hard for me to pick my one. But I'll give my reasons here. For those of you who aren't really quite familiar with the previous MVP winners, well, they're all guys from winning teams. Okay, no one's
Makes
gonna
sense.
no one's gonna win an MVP on the Magic this year. So of course you cross most 80-90% of the teams off, and you really come down to the true players. Kevin Durant's a big one's in the running. I don't think Kevin Durant's going to get it this year solely because you got other players on that team like Harden, like Irving. We'll see how much Irving plays, but Harden can also bear the reins and he can take that team in the playoffs as well. So I think guys like obviously Giannis, if I wanted to go with the chalk, I would just say, hey, yep, Giannis back to back, which I think probably could happen. I mean, without him, I don't think Chris Middleton takes that team to the finals. There's just no way by himself.
Yeah.
what it comes down to for me is two guys. It comes down to Doncic, and I think he's the favorite. I mean, let's just be honest. The Mavericks are a big pile of dog poo-poo without without Luka Doncic on that team. You know, I mean,
No offense to any Mavs fans watching this.
No offense, Mark Cuban, but you know it and I know it. Without Doncic, it's Kristaps Porzingis up there throwing 30 bricks a game. So I think I think he's probably clearly a front runner to do it. I would like to be a homer and say Steph does it because I know without him as a Warriors fan, we're also in kind of the gutters. We're also in that 10th, 11th spot in the league. So I'm gonna go with the favorite here, and I'm gonna go with Doncic this year because I just think without him, that team is so hot trash. It's garbage. So it's true. I'm sorry. This
is just true. Turning into a Mavericks roasting fest right now.
No.
Yeah, but, I mean that's a. I mean, you're not wrong though. Like, I can't disagree with you at all. Like, he's obviously a hell of a player, and yeah, if he's off that team, I mean, to be quite honest, they're probably picking top 5 every year.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Their team is okay, but without him, they're just hot garbage, as you called them. So I like that pick.
So before we get into the finals predictions and the finals winners, just to recap, give me your recap on who you got this year for all the rankings.
So for my rookie of the year, I got Jalen Green.
Yeah.
My sixth man, I got Patty Mills, and then winning MVP, I got Mr. Donovan Mitchell.
Well, there you go. I mean, go throw a parlay down on that and make yourself a millionaire.
Yeah, or lose all your money and come blame me after the season. Not financial advice, guys.
Yeah, no, we're just messing around here. No one should even consider throwing parlays down on on NBA futures.
Please don't.
Yeah. So I like those picks. So for me, just to recap, guys, I got Evan Mobley out of the Cavs Rookie of the Year. I got Jordan Clarkson with the back-to-back. Sixth man of the year, and then I got Luka as the MVP this year. So I think pretty solid picks on both of our parts. Obviously, me picking a little safer, I guess, according to the odds. But hey, that's okay. So
the odds are there for a reason.
Exactly. Let's move on to the finals predictions. Super hard to get. I don't think I've gotten a finals right since like Warriors Cavs. So
yeah.
Let's start with you. Who do you got in the finals this year?
Well, I decided to play it pretty safe here. I went with the chalk here. I wanted to go a little bit off the wall, but I couldn't steer away from this pick. So I got the Lakers versus the Nets. I know a lot of the league wants to see that. The NBA wants to see that, obviously. We know this.
Professor is in session. The chalk is on the board.
So we know the we know the superstars on both teams. The Lakers, obviously, they got LeBron, AD, Carmelo, and Westbrook now. And then you got, for the Nets, you got Durant, Harden, Kyrie, assuming he plays. Both teams have pretty solid depth, too. Lakers, they got Dwight Howard, Kent Bazemore, Kendrick Nunn, and a few others like Malik Monk and DeAndre Jordan now.
Yeah.
And for the Nets, you got guys like Patty Mills, who I already mentioned as my sixth man, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, who's just recently unretired. And the key factor for me for the Lakers, and I think for everybody, is Anthony Davis. I mean, it feels like we have the same conversation every single year. This guy's just basically made of glass out there.
Yeah.
You just barely poke him, and he's out for 30 games. So he really has to stay healthy for this team to make it deep into the playoffs, I still think they can go a long way, even if he's out with just LeBron, Carmelo, and Westbrook and the depth that they do have. But Anthony Davis just makes them such a better team, obviously. He's a great player, top 10 player in the league when he's healthy. And then, obviously, on the Nets side, my key factor and everybody's key factor is Kyrie Irving.
Right.
We don't know with this whole situation up in the air. We don't know how many games he's going to play. He might just only play all the road games this season, so he could be missing half the season or more than half the season. He also has injury concerns himself, too, just like Durant and Harden, too.
Well, maybe if he plays a little less, he won't get injured.
Yeah, there's always that side of it, too. But Yeah, I think if Kyrie does end up getting vaccinated, or the NBA changes their rules around and he's playing most of the season, or honestly, even if he only plays half the season, if Durant and Harden stay healthy, I think they're plenty good enough to get deep into the playoffs. So
I agree.
that's my finals prediction, and I'll just go ahead and give my winner. I got the Lakers winning it all. So
That's disgusting.
yeah, it's
Hate to
Chalk
hear it.
City up in here for the finals.
Wow.
But it would be entertaining to watch. I'll tell you that. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'd love to have the Hornets in the finals, but I'm realistic here, so I'll toss it over to you for your finals prediction.
Yeah, so you and I, we both got the Nets in the finals coming from the East. I think just looking in that Eastern Conference, I think the only team that can take the Nets down are the Bucks, and the Bucks just, they barely sneak back, sneak by them last year. So
I think the Heat are going to be sneaky this year too. Watch out
yeah,
for them.
the Heat are. I also agree. I just, yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I think if the Nets stay healthy, I think they're definitely in there. So I
Yeah,
got the
they're the
Nets.
top dog.
And then as far as my Western Conference goes, I got the Lakers getting knocked out in the first round by the Clippers. I got the Clippers and the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. I got the Warriors winning in 6.
Shocker.
And I got the Warriors and Nets, the good old NBA, what the NBA wants, Kevin Durant versus the Golden State Warriors. That's going to be the scenario this year. Now, of course, just being a homer, I'm a Warriors fan, of course. So that's barring, just like anything else in any sport, injuries, right? If Klay Thompson comes back healthy, I think it's really hard to match the scoring of them. I think they can score with any team in the league. That's why I'm going with the Warriors, because that's what this NBA league is about right now. It's about scoring. No one plays defense anymore, and if they do, it happens in playoffs. So I think the Warriors step up. I think they stay healthy this year. I think they make a deep run. I personally think, looking at that Lakers roster, it's old. It's old.
It's old, but
It's
plenty of
old.
playoff experience.
It's old. It's a little young coming from the bench, which I like. I like that there's some of those young guys, like you mentioned, none.
Yeah, they
But
got Malik Monk,
yeah,
Horton
Malik Monk,
Tucker.
Horton Tucker. I mean, there's some young guys that are good, but I just don't see it. I just don't see the Lakers making it this year. I think that's the sexy pick, but I think Kawhi Leonard comes back and gets some revenge. I think the Clippers make a push this year. I think the Warriors take them down, and in the finals, gonna have to go with the Golden State Warriors. That's my prediction this year, just like it is every year. So shocker, shocker, shocker.
Just had to go with the homer pick,
Yeah,
huh?
shocker coming from me.
So we got the chalk here and we got the homer over there. So
Yeah, that's the way it is. Well, you would love to be a homer, but the Hornets you just can't be.
oh yeah, I know. We'll be lucky to sneak into the playoffs this year. So hey, I said I was realistic. I'm realistic about our chances. So
Well, I think we agree on the Nets, though. I think we agree on the Nets coming out. I mean, honestly, I could see the Lakers making it too. I hate the Lakers. LeBron on the Lakers just makes me hate him even more, and I would love to see them go down first round. And we're gonna get a glimpse tonight. We're gonna get a glimpse of the old Toon squad here tonight, with being of the Lakers here.
yeah, we got a
And,
couple great games going tonight.
I'm excited for some NBA basketball. I hope you guys are too. We would love to hear your guys' comments down below. We would love to hear your guys' predictions. We didn't get to like DPOY or any of that stuff, but hey, there's plenty of stuff out there. We'd love to hear your guys' rankings, your top 3 on these picks, who you guys has got in the finals. We'd love to hear your homer picks out there. We're gonna be putting out some more content coming up this week. We're doing a double giveaway right now, so go ahead and head over to our Twitter channel and check out what you got to do in order to win some moments. One was donated by Evaluate Market, and another was donated by Clip City, one of the fan favorites here at the Rare Moment. Gave us a Lonnie Walker Series 1.
Top shot debut too.
Yeah, Top Shot debut. So we got a Series 1, and then to celebrate the Chicago Sky, Evaluate Market donated us a Chicago Sky moment. And
4 badges too.
4 badge moment. So we're going to be giving that away as well. So keep your guys' eye out on Friday for that. Go ahead and over to the Twitter channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, Subscribe to the channel here. Follow us on Twitter at the moment. When you're on the go, find us on Spotify. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Good luck collecting out there. Peace.